You're welcome here if you're she, he, we, or they. You're welcome here if you're gay, straight, or working it out. You're welcome here if you're in a relationship, single, divorced, or widowed. You are welcome here if you're inked, pierced, both, or neither.
You're welcome here if you're young.
Or young at heart.
You're welcome here if your neurons like to be typical or like to be spicy. You're welcome here if you're more Christian than Colin from Witch Hazel or haven't got the whole faith thing yet.
You are welcome here if you're living on a prayer or could use a prayer right now. You are welcome here if you've got it all sorted or if you've got doubts. You are welcome here.
As moon rises, the sun slips sight. Begins the ritual of this night. For those convinced their path is right. Gathered from north, south, east and west, yet called at another's behest, those treading the path that is left. From near and far come as you are to this place and embrace this space as darker hue embraces you. Of water, spirit, earth and fire, confessing the sins of empire, we come with our wounds and desire. Sensing that we are not alone, drawn to the flame that guides us home, for here, you, me and yet to be. Importance and signs of these times, for the sake of all those maligned, is yet the home of the divine.
Hello, are we all right? Evening, welcome. So, sorry it's been a while between streams, like 2 months, due to life. So how are we? How are you? How are things? Yeah, is there anything that's been cool? Anything you are looking forward to? Anything you are thankful for? Be good to share that. So yeah, streaming tonight ahead of the Gothic Night Ritual, which is happening this Sunday at 4 o'clock at Highfield Trinity Methodist Church. So, you know, imagine sort of Gothic architecture and darkness and kind of chorally ethereal sounds and some metal. I'd imagine if you could go to something where you could sing hymns, but the hymns were by Metallica. So if you're around this Sunday, 4 o'clock, in the vicinity of Sheffield, Highfield Trinity in Sheffield, 4 o'clock, about an hour or so, everyone's welcome. Come and take part, and it's a real, it's a privilege to be working with the Steel City Choristers. Do check them out at steelcitychoristers.org.uk. So that's what I'm kind of thankful for, Cheesun for, because that's Viking with Norse, therefore inherently more metal than just saying thank you. What's cool in your world? No. Amazing. Hello. Super cool. Isabel. So yeah, I'll just play something while you let us know what has been rocking your world, which would be really cool to find out. I remember where the button was.
Hear the crowd as we roar. See the eagle it soars. Wind and rain refresh once more. From fear, hope redefined, we will not be denied. For we yet alive. Invoke the threefold name and rekindle the flame. Faith, hope, and love may remain. The song shall stay the same. Like it's all gone too, shall we be downcast too? Or stand shield to shield, together in the field? We refuse to yield. Steadfastly holding the line, for love wins in eternity's time. We keep pressing forward until the last, and our cry shall be forever truth's intact.
Yeah. I can't believe it. This is superb. This is superb. The Baron flies again. That's a superb avatar as well. Is that the right word? Avatar. Okay. Ooh. Folk metal. Okay, cool. Any particular bands? Have you kind of gone old? Sorry, I went all Sheffield there. Old school folk metal. Have you gone sort of full Jethro Tull, standing on one leg playing the flute? Yeah, or are you kind of sort of current kind of Nordic, like Hellion type folk metal stuff? And somebody was telling me about no, I can't remember which country it was, but I know kind of Oriental folk music, folk metal happening as well, which is cool. Okay, here we go. Cool. Right, excellent. So the Who, yes, which on every level is just genius, isn't it? Cool. Yeah, no, that's fantastic. So thank you, good sir. You have reminded me what I'm particularly thankful for, what's been rocking my world, is that the republishing in a compendium of the UK Marvel Transformers comic from, I think probably actually from 1984, that kind of was essentially the US one, and then it kind of deviated. So it's a compendium of, it's like that, it's that thick, 2 volumes. Even better, it came with a free bookmark, but on that bookmark was the beautiful Starscream. So that's been very, very cool. I'm still waiting for Transformers Metal to happen. I know there is a Transformers kind of band who play with like Unicron on bass, but yeah, that would be cool. Okay, so mostly Nordic. Yes, Mongolian. Thank you. That was the place I was thinking of. Brilliant. Yeah, somebody else was talking about them. Are they? I think they might be a download this year, or was it last year? But yes, yeah. I need to have a table with 2 wonky legs because I've got Volume 1 and Volume 2. It's really nice. I mean, yeah. One of those where you kind of kickstart and you think, is it going to arrive? And then you think, that wasn't necessarily a good use of money, but then it came, and the edging on it is moves, and yeah, I've spent quite a while to go, woo, yeah. So that is very cool. So I'm hoping as well, because apparently no more Transformers films ever. So I'm still, after the sort of slight disappointment of the Transformers 1 Studio Series Starscream, that we might get I'm waiting for an Age of the Prime Starscream. I know we've got Skywarp, but I just bought the what was it from the Netflix trilogy? Yeah, the reissue of that Skywarp, the sort of triangular doom shape. But yeah, cool. Yeah, Harry Isbell. If you're joining us for the first time, please do feel free to comment on YouTube or Twitter. No, not on Twitter, on Facebook. You can comment on Twitter, but it's not in sync with this stream because I'm not streaming today, just Facebook and YouTube. Yeah, so if anybody's around on Sunday, as I said, our first ever Gothic Night Ritual at 4 p.m. featuring hymns by Metallica, Metal Methodist, and some choral wonder from a kind of choir here in Sheffield, the Steel City, the City of Steel, metal by name and nature, the Steel City Choristers. So that's going to be super cool. Yeah, so if you aren't able to come, I'm sure we can share snippets of what's happening and share that with you. And also exciting that there is a potential little bit of a tour warming up for the sort of spring and summer months. So more news about that later in the year. So thank you for sharing this day. What has made you say Guten Tag? It's been a while. I've struggled. I need more tea. Yorkshire tea, yes, Hild. So perhaps things as well as rocking your world and rocking like socks in a tumble dryer. Perhaps something else I'm really thankful for. I know this is very kind of personal or selfish, but it links to the reason that there has been no stream for quite a while. Is the matriarch of metal, the Metal Methodist mother, has, while still being in hospital, bit more clarity on what's what and what the plan is, which is hopefully, well, I'm very grateful, and perhaps means that the cycle that has been going on for 2 months might be kind of broken. So yeah, so I hope there's been stuff that's rocked your world. Maybe too there's stuff that has been heavy and not in a cool metal way. So a chance to share those things that weigh us down, that hold us back, that basically suck. Yeah, Scream and Lament, a folk-infused wailing across the moors. Yeah, kind of a chance to share the stuff as well. So some music whilst we do that. This is one of our hymns for Sunday, by the way. It will be when I can find it. Where is it? Here it is.
As the light fades from sight, all is lost into darkest night. Sticks and stones, Maxima
spandex. Gratuitous key change coming.
Come drink my final
I need a cuppa. Make me a cuppa of Yorkshire tea. Hild, what are you doing? Oh, she's here. She's crashed it. All hail the Hild. Lift up the teapot of righteousness and open the tea bag of whatever it is. I can't remember. But all hail Hild of Whitby. Hill, people just sharing the stuff that was like a bit difficult, and then you come in singing about Yorkshire tea and like ruin the vibe. Sorry, yeah, well, sorry, hello, yeah. So thank you for sharing what has not rocked your world and has been heavy, not in a cool metal way. Really sorry to hear that, Isabel. I mean, yeah. Well, bless you for finding an opportunity for humour in all that you have been going through. Yes, and righteousness, like a never-failing stream, narrowly flowed through my house. Yeah, I'm so sorry that you've been through that, and are continuing to go through it. So just all the best next week for the new floor. I hope they nail it. Sorry, too soon? Again, I'm so sorry. Yeah. It's somehow managed to avoid it, but certainly here where we are in Sheffield, that town centre when it happens goes, and where I was previously in Leeds, just not only the damage to houses, the response from army and people kind of helping, but also then like the crops and stuff lost as well. It's just and it happening more frequently. Recovering from one and then it happens again. It's So thank you, and opportunity, whatever is on your mind, on your heart, that is bothering you, troubling you, weighing you down, holding you back, regrets, a chance to just acknowledge that it does suck, and it's okay to acknowledge that, and to share that together, because then that sense of whatever it is, we're not going through it alone. And even though Isabel's house has been up the creek, we can provide a paddle. So a chance to share in these words together.
The principalities and will to power, the worms from within my own darkest hour. I confess all the regrets and the regrets, the burdens and fears, the lament and the tears. I lay them down.
And as we do, I believe that the universal force of love in the person of Jesus of Nazareth, the original long-headed, bearded dude, who probably also quite liked folk metal, or certainly folk music. I don't know, I have no idea whether Jesus liked music at all, really. But yeah, comes running out to meet us, arms open wide, saying, "Come to me, all you who are weary and heavy laden, even if you don't like Iron Maiden, but why would not you? And I will give you rest. May rest and peace and wholeness and hope and comfort and strength be yours in whatever way you need it in this moment today. Is there other things going on in the world? Yes, that are bothering us. There's a lot of stuff, and perhaps a chance to acknowledge those concerns. Those places engaged in conflict, those people caught up, ordinary people caught up in that, those people who are willing to serve, those people who, just seeing a couple of headlines before I started the stream, who are without really a choice being called to serve in some sort of armed services kind of way, as well as medics and all of that. Whilst in the meantime, those folk are trying to work out how to pay for the basics, heat or eat, deal with flood damage, deal with uncertain incomes and job security, whilst all this other stuff, global stuff, goes on, and ordinary people caught up with it. Not to get political about it, or make it about tribes going to war, religions, cultural value, all those sorts of things. But I think kind of perhaps we'll agree that we long to see peace for everyone, that it might be heaven on earth one day for everyone. So if there's stuff that we've noticed that concerns us, whether you believe in prayer or not, perhaps I don't know. I think as human beings, as an expression of solidarity, just kind of naming some of this stuff that bothers us, that we see in the news, that is perhaps beyond our immediate ability or influence of sphere of influence to impact, to acknowledge and to have that moment of solidarity, and maybe work out through discussion ways in which we can support each other, even if it's people on the other side of the world that we may never meet. But to say you are a beautiful human being, and creation is beautiful, and there's got to be a better way. But maybe to share some of that. It's something to listen to. Well, perhaps we do share the things that we want to bring as and for a prayer, a statement of solidarity. If you want to type it up, Facebook or YouTube.
open wide with fierce inside. Crown of thorns for all my scorn. I feel your breath as you love me to death.
So wherever you are, however you are, on behalf of all creation and all humanity, invite us to say and join in these words together. Particularly if you are in a public area, please do so in the best screamo death metal growl that one can muster.
To the one in whom all people and all creation have their being, may your kingdom come. Your will be done, as above, so below. Sustain us for this day. Show us grace as we seek to show grace to those we feel have wronged us. Save us from the worst that is within us and within this world. For the kingdom, the power and the glory are yours, now and forever. Amen.
And now, the notices. If you're new here, if we haven't hooked up for a while, so we have set up a Ko-fi, coffee, where kofi.com/Metal Methodist. So yeah, opportunity to support Metal Methodist stuff on a regular basis, or Hild, who does like a cup of Yorkshire tea, an invitation just to buy her a cuppa, one off, if in any way this connects with you or is helpful. It goes to fund licenses for streaming, for putting on events like, have I told you about this? About the Metal Methodist and Steel City Choristers Gothic Night Ritual live and in your face this Sunday at 4 p.m. at the Highfield Trinity Methodist Church. Choral music, sacred music, and metal. What could go wrong? It funds things like the smoke machine and the lighting trusses. That will be kind of making their debut in a sort of wider public event. It helps us be able to, just kind of go to places, do stuff live with people, spread the good news of heavy metal music, and that it's okay to be a person of faith and love this sort of music, whatever, whether it's goth, whether it's folk music, whether it's Jethro Tull and folk fiddly-dee, Mongolian stuff, or whether it's How Young guttural throat singing stuff, whatever, that actually the diversity of it all is a reflection of the diversity of the one human race, and it is a beautiful thing. So chance, no pressure, but just helps us. And again, apologies therefore, having said that there wasn't a stream for 2 months, but that's kind of an ongoing personal situation, just involving daily trips to not the nearest medical institution. So request for grace, not just cash. So and also if you want to check out facebook.com/Metal Methodist on the page, but also Metal Methodists group, to explore that, to be part of the community, as well as working with Still City Choristers for the Gothic night ritual this Sunday. We're also working with them to do a kind of community sing, where we're going to get people together, which, I mean, for us, it's kind of this neck of the woods around Sheffield or northeast Derbyshire, but to community sing heavy metal songs. So we're inviting you via our Facebook page, facebook.com/Metal Methodist, to let us know your favourite tune, your favourite metal song, goth song, whatever, rock, whatever, and why. Invitation for you to record that in a little kind of selfie video, tell us a story, and we can kind of put voice or words to it. So, don't let the idea of needing to video yourself put you off. We can find creative ways of doing it, and then we'll work with, the Still City Choristers is going to work with us to create that community sing event, and ultimately to deliver a concert around it. So that's exciting. There's some opportunities for tour coming up. We'll let you know when that's firmed up. There's also potential other places we might pop up during the spring, Easter and summer. So please do check out facebook.com/Metal Methodist if you want to know more and join in. So I've been lax at reading the messages. I'm sorry. There we go. Hello, Baron. Well, dude. Well, likewise. So we shall definitely share some stuff. And feel free to let us know. Nominate a song. Tell us why it matters to you, and maybe we could to involve you in that way and to be able to stream some of that. So this is like a year-long project. There's no rush. You haven't missed anything. So if you submit stuff and you don't hear stuff, because it's a year worth of kind of planning. Because essentially, metal music, rock music, often written, perhaps the symphonic stuff, but in terms of doing it in a choral version, it's trying to find when we've got to get it reproduced and and arranged. That's the musical word I couldn't think of, into a kind of choral setting. So all that work, Still City Choristers are amazingly kind of working with us to do. And so I'd love to hear what songs just mean something for you. Maybe they've been there in your darkest hour. That would be a Megadeth song. Or that have just given you joy time and time again, even when life is tough, or that with a soundtrack to a particularly poignant time in your life, or remind you of perhaps someone you love and see no more, and it's a chance to share that and honour them until we see each other again. So feel free to participate wherever we are in the world. There's a chance to kind of share stuff, and definitely want to share elements of that back, even if it's not in a live stream. We don't know what the logistics are of that yet, but certainly in photos and maybe video clips we can share bits as well. So cool. I think in view of everything that's going on in the world, just invite us to perhaps end this evening by sharing in these words together.
May the peace of the All-Parent be ours this night, and with all people and all creation in the time that is to come.
metal complain. Sway with me, metal complain. Ahead of the Gothic Night Ritual on Sunday, which will involve some communal singing, including of songs by Metallica. Thought we'd just have a quick practice with one of the hymns we're not singing. So again, wherever you are, particularly ideally, if you're not in public, please do rush out there now. And in your best growl, scream, however you see. It can't be worse than this. So feel free to join in. Hit it.
In the Saviour's blood, died he for me, he who caused his pain, for me who him to death pursued. An amazing love, how can it be that thou, my God, shouldst die for me? Amazing love, how can it be that thou, my God, shouldst die for me? 'Tis a mystery, all the immortal dies. Who can explore his strange design? In vain the firstborn seraph tries to sound the depths of love divine. 'Tis mercy all let earth adore, let angel minds inquire no more. 'Tis mercy all let earth adore, let angel minds inquire no more. He left his father's throne above, so free, so infinite his grace, known to himself of all but love, and bled for Adam's helpless race. 'Tis mercy all immense and free, for oh my God, it found out me. 'Tis mercy all immense and free, for